Hi there, here we are at Loch Long in Scotland. Beautiful day with lots of white fluffy cumulus clouds floating past and a beautiful scene of the loch which you've just seen on camera going up to my left here. Big sheet of hot pressed watercolour paper for mixed medium. I'm going to use Chinagraph pencil and watercolour and acrylic inks. From the nozzles, squeeze back and just drop them into your palettes. Let's get on with our painting then. I'm going to start off with taking out my Chinagraph pencil. That's this one. These are rather nice because not only are they waterproof, but you can also sharpen them simply by tearing down the string and off a piece of paper.
Not bothered about the trickles, just wipe them up and get on with it. You never know when you're going to find a lovely composition or something might surprise you. Carry the camera whenever you can. Here's a good example. These deer were just hiding by the pathway as I went through the woodland, and I got these lovely shots which I was able to paint from later. You can see I've used composites of the shots taken, put them together on the computer and move the deer around to have light against dark, dark against light and make a nice composition.
Hello, I said we'd now come and try and rescue a watercolour, in this case a coloured ink that had been overworked.
And here's the pudding, as I said. Here we are at Loch Fin, just above Inverary, eating those lovely smoked Loch Fin mussels and smoked salmon and prawns and all sorts of fresh bread and lovely goodies. An ordinary bottle of whiskey to 20 or 30 pounds is fine for me, but just look at the price of some of this. Wonderful stuff, and in fact they actually make and blend their own whiskey up there. But £10,000 for a bottle? Would you dare have a sip? But on the site, these two youngsters, quite proficient, playing away down the bottom of the field. Wonderful to hear them as the sound echoes around the hills and the lochs.
Bit more and then show you again when I'm ready to go on with the pastel. Right, I think that'll do for my watercolour. Now I'll start working onto it in pastel.
sights to paint: butterflies, nightingales, wildflowers and tea terracotta villages. Here's an unusual tree, a cook oak, whose bark has been harvested for centuries to make fishing rod handles and all sorts of tactile objects. Back at his head. And there. That'll do. What do you think? Quick, lively, loose? No?
I'm glad you speak English. Yeah, I need a figure in it. You see, a figure or two. So what I want to do is take a digital, then I can reuse a digital camera to put you in if you're not there.
Alright.
You've got nice colours as well. So.
Alright. That's nice. How long have you been doing that?
Half an hour.
Really?
No, yeah, it's going to work very quickly.
Alright, I thought it was days or
But let's look at a couple of other ways of using pastels on this trip. The first one we'll see after this is a watercolour which has had soft pastels put over the top to make it more vibrant. That's this one. The next one is a pastel on ongres paper, just an ordinary pastel on ongres paper, the unisons again. And this one has a red ground with pastels over the top, so the hot pressed with a red acrylic background and then the pastels over the top.